Barcelona 24-25 has been a very, very special squad. Their fans would obviously love the team, but even as a neutral, this team has been nothing short of amazing. The attacking style under new coach Hansi Flick has been world-class, outperforming every other side in Europe with a whopping 155 goals scored across all competitions at the time of recording this video. But the only reason this attacking style has been possible is a solid defense. Hansi Flick's extremely high defensive line and offside trap have been crucial to Barca's success, and the man at the heart of that offside trap is Inigo Martinez. His season is going largely under the radar when he might just be the best defender in football right now. I know you probably don't feel that way, so let me tell you exactly why this 33-year-old from the Basque country is better than anybody else in the game right now. Hello and welcome, you're watching The Football Realm. To briefly tell you about who exactly Martinez is, this man started out at Real Sociedad and after 7 years at the club became a villain by joining arch rivals Athletic Bilbao. But in 2021, everything started going downhill. Bilbao famously played 2 Copa del Rey finals over 2 weeks as the 2020 final was postponed due to COVID. Unfortunately, they lost both of those finals, with Inigo Martinez giving away a penalty and almost getting sent off in the final against former club Real Sociedad. The following years were hard on him with repeated injuries, and at the age of 31, his importance in the Bilbao squad had gone down, with other younger players stepping up. But when all seemed lost, Barcelona came knocking. See, Barca had wanted Martinez since his Sociedad days, but they didn't sign a 25-year-old Inigo, choosing to sign Yerry Mina instead. In retrospect, that might have been the start of the downfall of Football Club Barcelona. But anyway, in 2023, they needed a backup centre-back for cheap, and so they signed an aging Inigo for free. Nobody gave it much thought at the time, and he badly played in his first season. But in his second season, under new coach Hansi Flick, everything changed. Now, Flick only played Inigo because both Araujo and Christensen were injured, and Koundé had to play right back after the sale of Joao Cancelo. But Flick quickly realized that Inigo is the exact profile that he needed in his system, and so even after Araujo came back, Inigo kept his spot as a starter. You all know that the other starter is 18-year-old Pau Cubarsí. The teenager's age has taken up all the spotlight, leading to Inigo being criminally underrated, even by his own fanbase. As abnormal as Cubarsí is, one of the main reasons he is able to play freely despite his inexperience is the fact that Inigo makes up for it. That offside trap, Inigo Martinez is the one in charge of organizing it every game. He is the veteran in charge of keeping the Barca kids in line and making sure none of them play the attacker onside. He is responsible for covering up any mistake Cubarsí makes while attempting one of his risky vertical passes, and he is responsible for covering one half of the pitch when Alejandro Balde goes on one of his attacking runs. But obviously that doesn't mean he's the best in the world. I'll tell you what does though. If you ask somebody who the best central defenders this season are, they might name Virgil van Dijk, William Saliba, Alessandro Bastoni, Antonio Rudiger, or even Pau Cubarsí. But none of them has been as well-rounded as Inigo Martinez this season. Statistically speaking, this is the best ball-playing centre-back in Europe, hands down. He averages more progressive carries per 90 and more progressive passes than any other centre-back. He has also covered the most progressive distance, both by carrying the ball himself and passing forward, making sure that Barcelona's high line stays high. Only Cubarsí averages more completed passes than him this season. While playing for Barcelona means you don't get to do a lot of defensive actions, Inigo has also been solid in defense. Among the centre-backs I mentioned before, only Saliba has more ball recoveries per 90 than Inigo Martinez. Inigo has made the least defensive errors and has been dribbled past fewer times than any of the other names, including Van Dijk. Now obviously the modern defender also has to contribute to attack. With 3 goals and 5 assists, Inigo Martinez is the centre-back with the most assists and most goal contributions in the top 5 leagues. For fellow stat nerds, among the CBs mentioned above, Inigo has the most XG conversion and also the second most expected assists, key passes, and shot creating actions, all after Bastoni. From all this, it's pretty clear that Inigo has been great in defense while extraordinary with the ball at his feet. More importantly perhaps, he's the defender with the highest chances of ending the season with a quadruple. Even if that doesn't happen, I think it's safe to say that he's been a top 3 centre-back in Europe this season.